Hello friends, Marcy here. I have a viewer request to show this Diamine Holly Sheen on quote crummy unquote paper. So she wanted to see its performance on another paper and in natural sunlight. So I have no desk lamps on and I'm here in front of my open window. Well, the glass is closed, but the window blinds are up. On a sunny day in Texas. Sunny and very windy day. I want to do this outside in the sun, but it's too windy. Blow my papers and everything all over the place. So this is Holly Sheen, a Diamine Inkvent Blue Edition bottle that I added to my collection. I love these bottles for one. And this is a gorgeous color. So I'm just going to look or show you what I have here. This is the Tomoe River paper in the Everyday Book from Galen Leather. And I'm going to go ahead and add an ink swatch here, and then we're going to add this ink to other papers so that Kitchen Counter Krafts can see the performance of this ink elsewhere. And I'm also going to introduce my Hokoro dip pen. I received it a couple weeks ago and just haven't added it to my rotation. So we'll use this today, and then I am going to share all of my dip pens and the performance with you. So this is not a shimmer. It doesn't have any particulates to disperse. It only needs paper. And I really like, from my angle, I'm sitting here behind, and all of the lettering here looks red. I like a shiny red. And that was an accidental drop that happened on my paper, and it's very bright, like a fuchsia pink. It's so gorgeous. And it went through as a green on the back side. So interesting ink. All right, so quickly, I'm just going to put down a line on my chromatography strip, and then we'll add it to a jar of water and hang it up to dry while we do the other pages. If I can bring you over here with me. Nope. Yeah. Okay, the water's still moving up, so I'm gonna give it a couple more seconds. I'll speed up this part. Oops, I have a water drop on my page. Drops happen, don't you know? I just want to cap that moment while I move books, because I know how the ink happens. All right, so I'm going to start with like just notebook paper. This is a notebook given to employees at school. It's much like a wide ruled spiral bound notebook. I have no idea of the weight or brand of this paper, so we'll just be dipping in here and do a swatch, and we'll write about it. And I'm sure it will bleed through. I'm so sure. Okay, using this, this is also a Fude nib. You can see the bent in there. Just write the name there, and let's go ahead and put that we use the Hokoro Fude to know which ink or which nib was used. So using a thinner, just like binder paper, let's look at the back and see the bleed through. Not bad, only in the thickest puddly part here. In person, this looks more like a ghosting. It's very dark on camera. in my phone I can see the ghosting very dark, but in person it looks light. So we didn't get any red sheens on this paper. Let's look at Hobonichi Weeks on. This is from last year, so I have some extra pages in the back. Actually, let's do it right here because this is HP 28-pound copy paper that I use to print inserts for planners. So that's here, and we can get 2 paper samples at once. And I'm gonna ink on my mat. But that's why I have a mat, to protect my table. So this nib is performing differently, like a fine nib here on the Hobonichi Tomoe River paper. And just note Hokoro Fude nib, just so we know. And as that's drying, of course I have no sheen in the natural sunlight here on the 28-pound HP copy paper. And faintly, I'm starting to get a faint sheen right here in the middle on the Hobonichi, and in the lettering I see the red sheen. So it does sheen on the Tomoe River paper, not on the heavy smooth copy paper or in notebook paper. And I have a different paper here. Let's look at. This is previous year. In the back for an extra page. This is a previous year on Wonderland 222, which they also use a Tomoe River paper, a 68 GSM, but it's not white and it's not cream. It's more of a ivory, off-white. It's not the same color as the Hobonichi Weeks anyway. You can look at that here. I don't know if you can tell the difference. So we're getting a pooling, and I expect sheen here. Put a little bit more ink here on this nib and see what we get with the Hokoro Fude. One last paper I'll add it to. I'm getting a lot of good red sheen here in the middle pool and in the lettering, just like up here on the my original swatch book, the Tomoe River. So this being Tomoe River paper as well, we're going to get the same performance. Red in the lettering and a very large red pooling there. I'm hoping to catch that color in the natural light from the window. At the end, I will turn on some lamps though and see what we got. All right, one more. Let's just do a swatch on the Rhodia dot pad. Let's get the back of a other page here. Okay, we're gonna do this portion. This one's still wet. One more quick paper. And the nib. Oh, need more ink. Well, I just rinsed that out with water. Give me a moment to dry something up. Thought I was finished with it. I rinsed it, so let me dab off some water and re-dip here. Okay. Wow. Okay, don't rinse your Hokoro nib before you are finished. Let me try to dry this up. Okay, one more attempt here. Wow. I don't know. I guess we're done with this one. I'll have to figure that out. So let me switch to, this is the Iro Sushi medium nib. We'll just switch to that one and see what I need to do with the Hokoro. All right, Diamine Holly Sheen. And this is the Iro Sushi medium nib dip pen, and I bought this at Jet Pens. So, all right, cap my bottle because I know about that. All right, this, we'll come back to this after it dries. Still using the Light from the Window, the Hobonichi Weeks. We have in the HP copy paper 30. Let me look. This is 28 pound. I do have a 32, but I know this is 28 pound. All right, and very little sheening here, just on the perimeter. I can use this as a pointer. Very little on the perimeter here, and there is red sheening in the lettering on the Hobonichi Weeks Tomoe River paper. This is a lot of gorgeous red pulling in the middle and red letters, and this is Tomoe River paper in the Wonderland 222 planner from 2022. This is the like a cheap notebook paper, spiral bound. There is no sheening whatsoever on this. All the ink just soaked right in, and here's the bleed through in the back and the ghosting. So very cheap paper, has no performance. This is my original ink swatch book with the gorgeous red sheening in the letters and the pulling in the swatch petals. So let's look. Wow, that chromatography strip has been busy. Let's look back. It really crept up there. So a lot of blue, and then a green and yellow, but again, no red. This is similar to the other page. Let me get my glue and we'll look at that, where I was surprised not to have any red sheening in my other ink. Let's see. We just looked at it last evening. Private Reserve Sherwood Green had red sheening here, but nothing on the strip. Those are very similar. Very, very similar. Oops. Okay. If this has dried a little on the Rhodia dot page, yeah. So we do have the red sheening, almost looking like a fuchsia, and then the sheening in the lettering. So I will be back later with a review on dip pens, and I got a little information on this new Hiroko. We'll see how I can get that going. But thank you for spending some of your precious moments with me. Kitchen Counter Krafts, I hope you love it. And let me know if I can answer any questions for you. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.